Amazing scenes here today in Derry, Londonderry, as Jesus of Nazareth, widely believed by many to be the Son of God, returned to earth to visit the 2013 City of Culture. Mr. Christ, who once famously died for all our sins, was back again today looking fit and healthy, but according to one man we spoke to, was probably wondering why he bothered if he arrived via Strabane. Jesus, who according to reports left earth over 2,000 years ago, was back today in what locals called the greatest comeback the city has seen since Jackie Mullins, aiming to bring peace and goodwill to all God's children. Apart from Gregory Campbell, whom a spokesman for heaven was keen to stress was adopted. We spent the day following Jesus on his travels to bring you this exclusive report. Jesus arrived in Derry today amidst a huge wave of excitement, bringing the city to a standstill and drawing scores of people from as far away as Drumahoe, Muff and Bridgend. Crowds gathering around the city were so big, in fact, that the local press initially thought that Margaret Thatcher had died again. Jesus started the day signing copies of his book, The Bible, with fans queuing for several hours to meet the omnipotent, immortal, all-powerful God, despite the weather being slightly overcast with occasional light showers. And whilst the Lord of the Universe could do nothing about the Derry weather, he had a warm welcome for everyone he met, offering words of encouragement and a message of hope to the people of the city. We hit the street to find out what local people had to say.
Oh Jesus, I'm absolutely delighted to meet him, so I'm delighted. Especially after missing out on the tickets for one big weekend, like. But gutted I didn't get to see your man Calvin Harris, but I suppose 1 out of 2 isn't bad, like, is it?
Okay, it was great meeting the fella and all, like, but you think it would have been better organised by a culture crowd, you know. Manhunt didn't seem to know what the other ham was doing. Anyway, I was my way up to 12 Mass in the cathedral there, but I never made it, you know, with all the traffic and all. That was well annoying, like. But nevertheless, it was great to meet him anyway. Is that me finished? Can I go on now?
Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Jesus H Christ, that was amazing. I actually asked him what the H stands for, you know. He looked at me as if I had 2 heads. Fuck. I thought he might have done a Bruce Almighty on me there. Right, see you later, mucker.
Yo, come on, Jesus, get on there, big lad.
You're obviously very happy to see Jesus today. Are you a religious man, sir?
Nah, hey, I don't believe in any of that shit, but I did stick a score on to go back, made a clean fortune, so I did. Easy money, Matt, easy money.
After the book signings had ended, Jesus spent the rest of the day performing miracles around the town in an effort to show the watching world media that he truly was the returning Messiah, but not everything went to plan. So, what exactly is the nature of the problem today?
Well, basically, Mr. Christ had been attempting to walk on the waters of the Foyle this morning until I intervened. Sadly, Derry City Council insists that one must fill out a HC60 outdoor health and safety application permit before we allow the use of the river for leisure activities. This process can take up to 2 weeks.
And what would you suggest Mr. Christ does in the meantime?
I suggested that he go and use the Peace Bridge in the meantime.
Undeterred by this setback, Jesus made his way to the bogside, where he had heard food was scarce and many people would be thankful for a decent meal. Not everything went to plan, though.
Okay, I'm delighted. Saves me a trip to Iceland this week. It's a pity it doesn't do tobacco onions, though.
Jesus, you gonna hear me tackle sauce?
No, I didn't get to see him, I just f***ing missed him. I heard he was giving out free food as well, and I'm f***ing starving too. Hey, do you know if there's going to be anything on after? Do you know, like fireworks after the return of Colin Kill?
Well, I don't know if there is.
Well, that's no sweat, that's sweet.
Jesus then headed to the city centre, where he astonishingly promised to rid Derry of the scourge of sickness and disease. Unbelievably though, no one turned up to be cured. The Social Security Agency later reported a 436% increase in DLA claims, with most blaming the added stress of being judged by God.
There was one miracle that Jesus had no problem performing around the city today though, and according to several reports, It was in big demand around the city until late in the evening. And so, a momentous day in the history of mankind draws to a close. Many doubted he really existed, while others wondered if he'd ever come back. But back he came, and now it just remains to be seen whether Jesus Christ is able to reach the people of Derry and get his message into their hearts and influence their way of life for the better. This is Derry McLaughlin, Pure Derry Live, reporting from the City of Culture.